check out howardstern.com. As you know, Robin, I don't have any content up there, but I have a picture there that links Artie to the terrorists.
Oh, God.
Yes. There's definite proof that Artie is involved with Al-Qaeda network.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good thing to announce.
Look. Indisputable proof.
Oh, yeah, my face goes right into that. Real.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Oh, my goodness.
I call it Dana's future. Well, there you go. A little treat for those of you who enjoy Artie humor. Hey-oh, I have been sick now for over a month.
Are you're announcing that proudly?
No, I just realized that I had this cold for like 2 weeks, and then I went off on vacation, came back, I was sick again.
The vacation didn't help, or did it get better?
It did, but I did the treadmill over vacation. I guess I went back to it too soon or something, and got run down, and here I am again. And we're laying in bed last night. My girlfriend says to me, "Yeah, I go, I feel like I'm been sick a long time." She goes, "Oh, you're sick a lot." I go, "Am I really? I don't think of myself as a person who's sick a lot. I think that I'm, a pretty healthy guy."
Yeah, but she would be the one who would know.
She goes, "You're either sick or exhausted."
You have two states.
So I took that so personally. I went, "You shouldn't be with me. Why would you want to be with a guy who's sick?" And she goes, "I didn't say that. I just said you asked me a question. I'm giving you the answer."
Yeah.
I get
She
insulted.
knows what it's like to be with an older man.
Yeah.
He's going to be sickly.
Yeah, I said, "You're going to have to take care of me. You really want that?" I thought I was a pretty healthy guy, but I guess I'm not. I think with this show, though, I do tend to baby myself, like get myself into bed early, and But
what's that got to do with being ill?
Well, I think it gives the impression that I'm weak.
Oh, I see.
But you know as well as I do, you do have to go to bed early.
Yes, you have to keep to your schedule.
You do.
Or you will be sick.
You will, right? You get run down.
Notice I'm not sick.
Hey, let me tell you, I slept for an hour and a half in my office yesterday.
Really? Back there?
Yeah. I'm so tired.
Well, sickly, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I've been here full-time a year and a half now, and every day I wake up and I go, the guy's got to be sick today, maybe once, just one. I'll get a call going,
you're waiting for a sick call.
I know. I never do. I never miss a show.
He works even though he's sick.
Yeah.
Never misses a show.
Never missed a show.
That's like, whoa.
I don't.
He'd have to be he has missed shows, but not often.
That's right, Robin. That's right, Dad, if you're listening.
He's a good boy.
That's right. I'm the Lou Gehrig of radio.
He comes in even if he is sick.
Today, I'm the luckiest disc jockey ever. Oh, wow, do we have a show for you. I got a hold of the guy who's in charge of turning dead people's ashes into diamonds. We were talking about that the other day, and now I have an exclusive, a Howard Stern exclusive with Greg Harrow.
Okay, what I'm wondering
exclusive. Have to wait.
Is why can't they make a big diamond? I'm looking at the diamonds they made, and they're little.
Also, Dr. Amy will be calling in.
Who's Dr. Amy?
You know who Dr. Amy is. Don't pretend. She's Dr. Amy. She's radio's Dr. Amy.
Howard Stern exclusive.
Dr. Amy is a psychotherapist who says Saddam Hussein is a selfish lover and pleasures himself too much. An exclusive from Dr. Amy.
Figured that out.
Howard Stern exclusive.
Sounded kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Also, later this week, AC/DC performing an acoustic set.
Oh, very nice.
Coming soon, David Wells, the Yankees pitcher, who has said, "Go ahead, fire me if you don't like the fact that I pitch drunk."
Hey now.
Chris Rock, Judith Regan Dial-A-Date, Lisa Marie Presley. An exclusive Lisa Marie Presley interview. A Howard Stern exclusive.
Howard Stern exclusive.
That's right, all morning. And we won't even let her out of the studio.
We're kidnapping Lisa Marie Presley.
Do we want her here all morning?
I don't know. You said something about having her here the whole show or something.
No.
I bet she's going to look hot.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Sometimes when you see her and she's all done up, she looks stunning.
I know, but I've seen her in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Doesn't hold up?
Sometimes she could, you don't know who you're getting.
Sometimes she looks very much like her father.
Yeah.
Which is kind of disturbing for a guy looking at a girl to see Elvis.
Unless you're like some sort of Elvis freak.
Right.
The mom's a MILF, though. I don't know how she looks now, but man, when she was on Dallas, the mother, ooh. And then she was in all those movies. with
The Police Squad movie.
there you go, Police Squad. Definite MILF, definite 10. Milfy Milfstein, I used to call her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Lisa Marie is attractive. Sometimes you get early Elvis, sometimes you get later Elvis. You just got to watch her weight, that's all.
You know, thank goodness she hasn't morphed into the grandmother.
No. Ooh. Oh, no. Remember that song? Nielsen Schmielsen. You're breaking my heart, you're tearing it apart, so F you. But I can't play it because it's got the F word. You should bleep that, Gary. Get that song and we'll play it.
F you.
It was a great song. Nielsen Schmielsen. Remember?
That was a real group?
No, Harry Nielsen.
Oh, okay.
He was in a group. He was a man. But his album was called Nielsen Schmielsen.
I always used to hear that term. I never realized it was
Nielsen.
referring to Nielsen.
Nielsen Schmielsen.
That's what we used to say at the Norm Show when they brought up ratings. We'd go, Nielsen Schmielsen.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
That's what I thought it referred to.
Yeah, we thought it referred to the Norm Show. You got that song?
What's the name of that particular song? I know the song, I can't remember.
You're breaking my heart, you're tearing it apart, so, and then it says F you. But he says the F word. He was one of the original F guys.
Yeah, I got the greatest hits. It's not on there. I got to get Nielsen Schmielsen.
You got to get Nielsen Schmielsen, my brother.
All right.
You got to get that within the next 3 minutes, or you're fired.
It's a reality show.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. That's 30 seconds you wasted. All right, let me play a bunch of tapes here that I want to get out of the way. This is a...
By the way, did you go back and watch that Married by America?
No.
I fast-forwarded practically through the whole thing.
I went home.
All it was introducing those people.
I went home yesterday, and I taped that Married with America, and I had seen the first 15 minutes. I said, you know what? I got a headache from that show. I'm giving up on these reality shows. So I didn't watch it, and then I read in the paper today nobody watched it.
Yeah, it was awful.
All of America rejected it. Thank God.
Like, what were they thinking? They have nothing to do.
Oh, are you kidding? I had some sickening news yesterday, but concerning television and a show that I was producing.
Oh, yeah?
But now it won't get produced because of certain human beings ripped me off and made me look bad. So I'm not going to tell you the whole story right now, but I promise you in about 3 weeks I'll tell you the whole story. On the good news front, I sold that show, the cartoon.
That's a done deal.
Yeah, pretty much so. It's not signed and inked, but it's pretty well done. We agreed to terms and everything. Howard Stern, the high school years. It's going to be a cartoon. It's funny as hell, and that's going to be airing in about a year.
Okay.
If all goes well.
I was worried that was the one because that's exciting.
No. You know which one it is. You know what I'm talking about, I think. Our good buddy Scott, who absconded with my idea, took off and decided to have his own career in California with my idea.
Yeah, I read something in the paper yesterday about somebody else consulting on that show. I was
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Mr. Originality.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty steamed. Anyway, by the way, Scott Einziger just announced he's putting out a show called Howard Stern, the high school years. Been another original concept
He's
of
come
it.
up with this great idea.
Because he's a scary original dude who came up with tons of original ideas, and I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, he did say he wanted to be a producer.
Yeah. Well, he was good at videotaping my ideas.
Well, that's what he's producing.
When you go out to Hollywood, you get supposed to come up with your own ideas.
You know what? Remember he was here and I used to say, well, why don't you bring your ideas to Howard? Well, they were yours.
But he never brought an idea to
Yeah,
me.
because they were your ideas.
Yeah.
He couldn't bring them to you.
He had to go out there and bring them to someone else. Or something like that. I'm not sure how that all happened.
Yeah, but somehow he's involved.
Yeah. Him and Mike Fleiss, two originators. Mike Fleiss the boy genius already ran out of ideas. He's already... So I'll do The Bachelor and then take Howard's stuff.
Right. I'm out of ideas. Let me look over here.
Let me see if I can't just copy word for word almost what he does and do it badly.
Let me see if I can take the people from that show and turn them into other people with the same characteristics.
I had a great deal going with a certain network which allows nudity. And I was going to do that very show. And they called me yesterday and said, because of the disaster on ABC and that show, it was a whole thing going on. So I was banging my head against the wall. I really had the worst day ever. Went right to the shrink.
Thank goodness you had an appointment.
You're not kidding.
Somebody might have been.
I might have jumped right out the window.
Might have been in trouble.
Oh, that was me yesterday.
So what does the therapist do when you're in a rage like that?
He sort of talks about everything. Everything enrages me.
Mm.
So he kind of talks to me about, well, I don't know. Somehow he calms me down. I don't know. I don't even know what.
I did like magic.
Yeah.
Is there a needle involved by calming?
No. I don't even know how to describe what he does. First I argue with him, and I tell him he doesn't understand the business. And
Have you ever
tells me he was ripped off,
Oh, my.
He had an idea once. Everybody's been ripped off. You got to find a way to deal with stuff.
Have you ever gotten to the point where you made an emergency appointment with the guy?
No.
No?
No.
He sees him almost every day.
No. What emergency could I have? No, one time I did when I wasn't seeing him almost every day.
Right.
And that's why he now sees him every day.
I really do need to talk to somebody because I get crazy.
Yeah. But like yesterday, if you didn't have an appointment, do you think you would have considered making one?
No.
Because he would have been seeing him today.
Yeah.
He could have lasted.
Yeah, I could have lasted 24 hours. Not that bad. Today's the only day I don't see him, actually.
But if you hadn't seen him yesterday, you would have been seeing him today. That's how it would work.
That's how it works, yes. Yet I'm convinced I don't really need him.
Right.
But I'm there every day. See, now I know how Robert Blake feels. Oh, here's Nielsen Schmielsen. Play this song once in a while. It's one of my favorites. Harry Nielsen isn't alive anymore.
No.
When did he die? Like just recently, right?
I'd say within the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Is that right? What else did he do? How would we know him?
I never got to tell him. Oh, Nielsen?
Yeah.
He wrote this. Did he write the song One that Three Dog Night made popular?
No.
What did he write?
What he was famous for was Without You, but he didn't write that.
Oh, he didn't write Without You?
No, that was the guy from Badfinger who killed himself.
Oh, wow.
And he sang Everybody's Talking, but he didn't write that.
His greatest hits.
Oh, you got his greatest hits?
Yep.
All right. If you want to know his greatest hits...
This is good stuff.
Because you want a musical lesson, Robin, I'll give it to you.
That's right. I need to be informed.
He did this song, but he didn't write it. See, there's a lot of songs Nielsen... I thought Nielsen wrote this song that I'm going to play for you, but everybody's talking.
What was that? That was from some movie.
That was from Dustin Hoffman. Yeah. God damn it, you guys are quick. Midnight Cowboy. Give me a second.
It's a game show.
Yeah, so everything in here. You got to be quick.
Well, it's in Forrest Gump.
Let's see, what else did he have? He had 1941. What's that? Cowboy One. Oh, he wrote One. Fred?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Something Fred didn't know.
It says here he wrote the song Coconut. Is that put the lime into coconut? He wrote that?
Oh, he wrote that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his...
See, the dude had a lot of good songs.
This guy's like Dylan.
He made a lot of money. He made a lot of scratch in his business. I'll tell you another song he did.
What?
So you don't realize what this guy did. I wish he was alive. I would call him up. He had a hit with this song, but he didn't write it. Then I'll give you some other ones he wrote. I'm a big Nielsen guy.
So am I.
Well, God rest your soul, Harry Nielsen.
He's good, man.
Yeah, he had a lot of good hits. I mean, sappy.
That's Artie.
You know, I
keep the record.
Redid that one is Amy Mann did a version of One.
Yeah, he had a lot of big hits. Steve, you're on the air.
Howard.
That's why he could afford to go on benders with John Lennon. Yeah.
Listen, play his best rockin' song ever, Jump Into the Fire.
Didn't I play Jump?
played
I just played that. You can jump into the fire. You can jump into the fire.
That's in Goodfellas, that song.
Yeah. Hey, Vinny, go ahead.
Howard, you missed the best one.
What?
He wrote and sang The Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Oh,
right. That's right.
That's the best one.
That was a big hit for him.
Yeah.
And Daybreak was another top 40 hit you didn't play. That was a really good song.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Mark, you're on the air.
Howard,
Yes.
how are you today?
Good.
Two things. The Casey Kasem is absolutely hilarious. It's not racist. It's absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest bits ever.
Are you
I think it's racist if you happen to be Spanish or black.
Are you white?
Well, I'm not either, so that's why it's not racist. Second thing, when Artie first came on the show, I thought he absolutely sucked, but he has added so much to that show, I can't even remember the guy that was there before him. Artie, you do a great job.
Artie fan right there, you know.
There you go.
Yeah. I came to the conclusion, based on email and voicemail and stuff, that everyone is despised on this show, except me and occasionally me. Like, I get tons of mail hating you, Robin, and Gary, Artie, Fred.
Well, Casey was telling us he walked out on stage last night and was just booed before he opened his mouth.
Booed? They called him a fag.
They called him homo fag, said they want to beat the crap out of him.
Jeff, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, the best Harry Nilsson song, I don't know if you guys have got it, is I'd Rather Be Dead. And he's actually got a chorus from an old age home of, it's got to be 90-year-old people, and they're all singing, I'd rather be dead than wet the bed.
What album is that on? I'll get that.
I think it's on Nilsson Schmilsson.
I like to hear old people sing, I'd rather be dead than wet the bed. That's funny to me.
Sounds like that Nielsen Schmielsen is the thing to have.
Yeah, Nielsen Schmielsen's the album to get. But actually, I've been corrected. The You're Breaking My Heart, You're Tearing Apart wasn't from Nielsen Schmielsen. It was a different Nielsen album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was Nielsen Schmielsen.
Man's a genius. He's fantastic.
There you go. Let's go to Chris finally. Now you got to take a break, and then we got a whole bunch of stuff to get to. That Robert Blake hearing is going on.
It is like a trial. That's been going on for days and days.
Some dude, some ex-Beretta stuntman got up on trial and whatever on the stand and said Robert Blake said he wanted his wife snuffed out. Which leads me to the conclusion that Robert Blake is incapable of speaking like a normal person. He uses words like snuffed out. He wanted his wife popped or whacked or snuffed out.
Right.
It's like his mind glued itself shut in the 60s, and he stayed with that vernacular.
He's never heard a new term that he might add to that group.
Yeah, he's thinking of adding into his vocabulary Tippy, Canoe, and Tyler, too. So the stuntman said, when he was in conversation with Blake, Blake said that, he said to Blake, you want me to kill your wife with you there? The cops will have you right there on the spot asking you questions. And his response was that, don't worry about that, I'm an actor.
Yeah, it'd be his greatest role, apparently.
He should have watched a few old episodes of Beretta. He watched himself act. I don't know if he would have had the confidence to go through with this whole thing.
He didn't have the chops for this.
Yeah. But I know he does know how to act like a tough guy. He's no Kelsey Grammer acting like a homo. This guy was a tough guy, Beretta.
He's acting pretty guilty.
The acting isn't doing so good.
I figured out how to get them to give me money. I danced.
So, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of weird crap in the news.
Did you hear about those 3 kids that survived a plane crash? And were out in the cold on the side of a mountain for 18 hours before they were found?
The dad was flying his plane.
They were coming back from Florida.
The dad survived.
He died after they pulled him out.
Oh, they did? He did? Because he lived for a while.
Right. He was alive until after they pulled him out.
The dad died, the mom died, and I guess a daughter died.
A couple of other siblings or something, yeah.
But 3 kids survived, like one of those little tiny planes, and the whole thing exploded. They're like Superman. They just kind of lived.
Yeah, the 3 of them, and they're all still in critical condition, but they're off the respirators. They can't believe that they were able to survive the cold because, they were only in, clothing. They didn't have on coats and things like that. And the toddler was just wandering around when the rescuers got there. And they don't know if they're going to have to sever some body parts because they froze or got frostbite. But so far, so good for the 3 of them. But they have no family left.
I told you, that's not always a bad thing.
Oh, stop.
I told you People Magazine did a whole story on Fred Durst, basically pulled all the quotes from our show. Mm-hmm. But they did credit the show, so I guess that's good.
Inside, not on the cover. Where?
No, not on the cover where it counts.
Yeah.
People actually read. All right, remember you were asking me what celebrities get paid to appear at places?
Yes.
Like not like in a concert, but like to appear at your house or a speaking engagement or college.
At a party. Or, like some personal party, like a bar mitzvah or a wedding.
Gloria Estefan, all right, this is for guest speaking.
All right.
She asked $200,000 to appear.
To hear her talk.
To hear her talk.
Whoa.
Could you believe that?
Wow.
No.
Jay Leno's $150,000, but at least he comes and does stand-up.
At least he's a talker.
Right.
Yeah.
David Letterman gets $100,000 to $200,000. So I guess he's willing to do it. Bill Cosby gets $150,000 to $200,000. Chevy Chase gets $150,000. Dennis Miller gets $125,000, but he wants a private jet too. So you got to pay for that.
$125,000 and a private jet.
I don't know. I shouldn't say he gets. This is what they asked.
Right.
All right. The premise was we called up and said, we're at a private university. This guy said he was a celebrity guest speaker guy. He's in charge of looking for them, special events and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's somewhat negotiable, but these are the prices. Barbara Bush, 50 to 60 grand. George Bush, 50 to 60 grand. George Bush, the father.
Okay, he was the president of the United States,
yeah.
And Chevy Chase gets more.
Well, that's what they say. I don't believe Chevy Chase gets $150,000. We asked about Alan Greenspan. He has no time to speak, but it said he would only speak for free if he was really interested in speaking. So that's pretty cool. Dr. Laura Schlesinger, 60,000 to 100,000. Rush Limbaugh does not speak. Don Imus does not speak. Then we asked about Howard Stern. Very rarely speaks and does not have a set price.
When did you speak?
Never. I've never charged money for a speech, but I think I would do that. I just don't have a speech. Like, what would I say?
Oh, you could sit down and crank one out.
No, I could just answer questions. That's what I would do.
You have to have a few opening remarks.
Oh, you do? Be like, anybody got any questions?
Yeah, well, why not? That's worth it.
Yeah, I need $100,000 for you guys to ask me questions.
He doesn't speak. He only answers questions.
Yeah.
For $100,000.
Yes, I have a question for the gangly one on the stage.
Yes, ma'am. I've heard your voice on the air before.
Yes, what's your problem? That's what I want to know. What's your problem?
But how can they say you rarely speak and don't have a set price?
I once spoke to the National Association of Broadcasters, but I prepared a whole thing like a...
So that was years ago, and that's not like a college.
Yeah, and I didn't receive any money for that.
That was an industry thing. That's not what we're talking about.
Thank you for clearing that up.
You've never been booked through one of these agencies, and you don't have a price. That's what I'm saying. They're saying you rarely speak.
Very rarely speaks and does not have a set price.
You don't speak.
I don't speak. Because I got nothing to say. Everything I say on here for free.
But I'm just saying, you've never loaned yourself out to speak anywhere. You've been asked a number of times.
Yes.
Harvard, didn't they?
The Harvard Law School asked me to come speak.
And then somebody over in Europe at Oxford or something.
Oxford, yeah. They wanted me there.
I think they wanted to pay you, too.
They wanted to pay me?
I think they did.
Yeah, but not a lot. I wanted an honorary degree to speak. Bob Costas gets 60,000, according to this guy. Hank Aaron, 55,000. Mike Ditka, 30,000. Wayne Gretzky, 110 to 115,000. Dan Marino, 85,000. Steve Young, 85,000. O.J. Simpson does not speak.
Oh.
Joe Namath, 30 to 40,000. James Earl Jones, 30 to 35,000. Diane Sawyer, 45 to 50,000. Oprah Winfrey, 100,000. Has not taken any speaking opportunities recently.
Well, then you can't pay her enough.
Stedman, her boyfriend, though, you can get.
Oh, yeah.
And is booked very frequently. What do you think he gets?
30,000.
10,000. Which is amazing. He's Stedman. He's the boyfriend of Oprah.
I thought he'd at least get 30.
10 grand. And he doesn't talk about Oprah. He talks about, his scary business.
Right, you can't get
stuff.
him to talk about how to always be on...
Kathy Lee Gifford, what do you think she gets?
30.
25,000. Frank Gifford.
He gets 40.
25,000.
They'd get the same?
Tony Danza.
Nothing.
25 to 30,000. Barry Williams, 5,000 to 10,000. That's the guy.
Get out of here.
That's what it says here. If you want the guy from the Brady Bunch, 5 to 10,000. Carol Alt. Carol Alt. Okay, you try and say that. Carol Alt. Prices vary and range up to $25,000 depending on the nature of the event. Wow.
What is the nature of your event?
You asked about Jessica Hahn. I've been unable to contact any of Miss Hahn's representatives. That's what the guy said. Fawn Hall does not speak. Fawn Hall.
Can't get her.
He just came up with names. The Inquirer, one of them had celebrities for hire. Ray Romano.
And this was for parties and stuff.
Yeah, if you want a party, have these guys show up. Ricky Martin, $3 million. Who's he kidding? $3 million.
Pass.
Sylvester Stallone, $100,000.
For him to hang around your party.
Yeah.
It's not bad for Rambo to come in.
Billy Joel, $1 million. Imagine Billy Joel shows up, $1 million.
Well, at least you get a little music.
Yeah, I had Billy Joel at a dinner party I threw.
Yeah, but he didn't sing.
No. And he said if I had a piano, he would have sung. That's $1 million he was going to give me.
He was going to give you $1 million, and you didn't have a piano.
I didn't have a piano. Imagine that. Dennis Miller, 70,000. Rolling Stone, 6.75 million. Jay Leno.
6.75 million.
Yeah. If you wanted to show up at your party and sing and stuff.
But, I mean, what do you do for food? You've used all the money.
There's no food, just the Stones.
You can see them at John's party. Look, we got the Stones, but you got to bring your own wings.
Yeah. Well, as we discussed, you can get, like, I think Great White.
Oh.
I don't know if you can get them now.
Now they're more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a week or two ago, you could have gotten Great White.
Yeah.
For what, a thou?
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me keep going in this vein here because I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got an email from one of our radio stations, specifically our radio station in Sacramento. This morning, Howard took a call from Sacramento, and at first thought, the listener was tuned into... At first, Howard thought the listener was tuned into KLSX in Los Angeles. But when the caller told him he was listening to Stern Show on KXOA Sacramento, Howard said... He didn't even know he was on the air in Sacramento. Ouch. This is from our program director. Howard's our hero, and to hear him say he didn't know that he's on KXOA or on in Sacramento means one thing. We haven't sent him enough photos of hot Sacramento babes to remember us, so evidently he is sending us a package of the KXOA 2003 X-Girls calendar.
Oh, they have a calendar.
That's right. Featuring photos of 12 of Sacramento's hottest girls. I haven't received that yet.
Well, look at your mail.
Well, I think Gary looks at my mail and keeps a lot of this stuff. Please make sure Howard gets the calendar. We love him here in Sacramento at 93.7 KXOA. Sacramento's hard rock. We're sending the calendars directly to you, Gary. Would you please make sure he gets them? P.S. Howard, you've been on the air in Sacramento for almost 2 years, and we're proud to have you on the air here. Regards, Steve Garland, program director of KXOA.
All right.
You know. Double A, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what's going on? You're forgetting the most important person on that list to perform and stuff. How much would it get, cost me to get Beth to come hang out with me at my bedroom and stuff?
There's a, I don't know her appearance
She
fee.
rarely speaks.
She rarely speaks, but when she does, I don't know what she charges, Double A.
I hear you.
Thank you, brother.
Later.
Ken, go ahead.
Howard.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering, what are you guys doing for that Fozzy Loser thing? You know, the battle.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to work up a song. If Chris Jericho accepts the challenge, I will challenge him.
All right. Well, listen. They have the biggest. I don't know what you call it, like the Super Bowl as far as wrestling goes. It's WrestleMania. So
yeah, no. I want to do it here on my show. I don't want to go to WrestleMania. Matt, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard, how you doing? We're all cops over here in Jersey. You got to play them phone messages again, bro. Come on, Ace. You got to play those again. That was so funny. We were laughing in the car so hard we almost ran into school buses.
Yes, they are quite humorous, aren't they?
They're good, man. Let me tell you. They had us in tears, brother. We love you, Howard.
All right, thank you. Later. Yeah, my favorite's that broad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but neither one of those, the guy or that broad, entered the contest.
No,
They're great at roasting.
Yeah, they're like Steve and Edie.
Because you know this broad is an ugly pig. They got a picture of Charlize Theron, who I think is one of the most beautiful women in the world. They show a picture of her. She gained 30 pounds for her next movie so that she could play an ugly chick.
Oh, she's going to try to be an actress now.
Yeah. And it is so shocking. She's such a pig now.
Oh.
And, you sit there and you go, what, there wasn't enough fat actresses who could do this part? They had to take a beautiful piece of ass and put 30 pounds on her?
Well, you have to wonder why Charlize would do it to herself.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough ugly actresses looking for work.
That's somebody else's role.
Here's some good news.
What?
The wrestler dude, Chris Jericho, has agreed to accept the Losers Challenge.
It's time for the losers to get back together.
So I got to come up with a song.
Oh, I can't wait for rehearsal.
That's okay, Artie. I don't want you to be...
Artie's never going to work on any song?
No need for you to be here late. Well, you don't work on any song. What do you need to do?
Well, Artie wants to be in the band.
Well, Artie doesn't need to be.
Can I play the tambourine?
No tambourine.
All right. Last time I danced.
Well, who's in the band now?
Me and Fred.
That's it.
Scott the engineer occasionally.
Is John still in the band or no?
John doesn't even show up for work. He's busy. He's busy with that show that's going to make him a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's in the band. I just got to come up with a song. What was the song I was singing earlier that was good?
That was that Carpenter. What was that?
I can't live.
No, not that.
No. Oh, I know what it was. You Light Up My Life.
Yeah, metal version.
Debbie Boone.
There was that song I was singing too. I'm going to do You Light Up My Life and beat that guy's ass with a lame song like that. And yes, I know our band sucks. I think I'm good.
Yesterday, you had me a little concerned.
No. I know. I know it's no good.
You should do that Settle the Score by Metallica.
Oh, that's a great song.
That would be good for you guys.
I can't sing that.
Well, all the kids on American Idol do Stevie Wonder.
What about Nielsen Schmilson, have you?
Who's this? No, but you did. I did to a rock song.
You did a rock song, and he just sang "You Light Up My Life" to it.
It seemed to sort of work
for a while.
I should do a Neil Young song.
How about Cinnamon Girl?
Nah.
What Neil Young would you do? Down by the river?
Did I ever do a T-Rex song, or I did that already?
Yeah.
You did do that, yeah.
There's other ones I could do. Jeepster? Did I ever do Jeepster?
You've always talked about remaking Jeepster, and you never have.
Yes, Robin, it's been the greatest disappointment in my career. I am just a Jeepster for your love. Yeah.
Is that T-Rex?
That's T-Rex, dude.
Wow.
All the young dudes. Is this Hello Darkness? No, Hello. What's the...
What is it?
Are you thinking of Helpless?
I can't sing that. He's too good,
Yeah,
Nielsen.
that's a tough one, too.
They're both good. Neil Young, Nielsen.
I'm going to do T-Rex.
Anyone can write Hey, Hey, My, My. It's rock and roll will
We'll never die.
That's
You got to follow it up with something.
Genius.
What if we all wear cat suits and meow through all the songs?
All right. Robert Blake is in the midst of a hearing that will determine if he should go to trial for the murder of his wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley. A stuntman has been on the stands for the last couple of days, Ronald Hambleton, who says that Blake told him that he wanted to get rid of his wife. Hambleton says Blake told him he spoke to his attorney about how to divorce Bakley and get custody of the couple's daughter as well, D3.
Well, there you go. Yeah, why didn't you just do that? Reverend Bob Levy stopping by to sit in on the news, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember him as the guy who roasted you all the way to win a huge jackpot prize of about $50,000.
Well, he did roast you, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, though. See, that's the difference.
I remember getting hit with some shrapnel myself.
Yeah, you were roasted as well.
Yeah, and also, if that wasn't enough, we have a brand new game. What would High Pitch Eric do? This is where you have to guess what High Pitch Eric would do and maybe win prizes.
Did we ask High Pitch?
Yeah.
Did we find out?
Today's prize is $500, courtesy of the movie Willard. That's opening up this Friday. Oh, excuse me. It's opening up in theaters March 14th. Is that this Friday? No.
No.
It's next Friday. Say, Robin, you were wrong.
I didn't say it.
From small things come great power.
I don't even think that's next Friday. Isn't that like Wednesday?
I don't know. Cares.
No, March 14th is next Friday.
It is?
Yes.
All right.
From small things come great power. That's the tagline.
Yes.
Which is what, ironically, girls say about my penis. Great power comes from small
It
things.
was first said about you.
Yes. All right, so we have a lot to get to. We're going to get to all of it right after these words. I called Pat Menachie. I told him I wasn't coming into the gym all week. Yet again, for the fourth straight week. And
Really?
He goes, what's wrong with you? He goes, go to a doctor. You're being like your mother. My mother's anti-doctor, you know. I said, I'm not anti-doctor. I just know that I have a cold and it's just lingering.
You just thought it would go away.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? I don't want to take antibiotics. I'm not a big fan of that. So he said, you're being stupid. Go over to the doctor. So I called my doctor. He said, you know what? Wait a couple of days. Sounds to me like you're on the end of this.
He still said, don't come.
Yeah, even the doctor said, don't come. You know what I mean? Because it's, whatever it is, it goes through you. But
Right.
I'm just having a hard time with it. And I'm just sleeping. I went back to the office again yesterday. An hour and a half from sleeping back there. Right after the show. I could barely stay awake toward the end of the show. No cut against your news, my love. But you're not putting me to sleep. I'm just tired.
I certainly didn't take it personally.
I know, I'm just trying to create something. Trying to get something going. So, yeah, and then, you know, and it's not even like I have a sore throat or anything. I just have this little thing in my chest.
Rattly chest.
Yeah. And then when I'm talking on the air, I'm, you know...
Everything comes up.
I'm struggling. And I'm very bad at being sick. I don't like to be sick. I feel like I'm dying. You know what I mean? Everything becomes overly
Well,
bad.
you pretty much are bad at almost everything that is a little uncomfortable.
And I've been in the worst mood.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't take things well.
Now I feel warm, but I'm drinking hot water, so maybe that's the reason. Or maybe it's just hot in here. I don't know. I mean, I'm here at work every day, and I haven't been bitching a lot, you have to admit.
I can hear
I
can hear the voicemails now. Nobody cares if you're sick.
I know, but am I not allowed to mention this?
Nobody's saying you can't. You can do anything you want, but don't say you haven't said it every day.
But come on, I haven't spent the entire 4 hours.
No, I'm just saying, with broads like that one that calls, it just takes 10 seconds of mentioning.
Yeah, that woman ripped me a new a-hole yesterday.
I know. She's probably going to have a few things to say about your
poor
cold.
baby.
Ooh, I got a cold. Cameron Diaz doesn't talk to me.
Yeah, all right, I won't talk about it. I won't tell you what's going on internally.
Don't listen to that woman.
Listen to everybody. My problem. Where do I begin? So much to talk about. I was home yesterday. I watched, I don't know when this was on. It was a Bruce Springsteen concert that CBS aired.
Oh yeah, that was like a Friday or two. It was like right after the Grammys.
Yeah,
that week.
Well, I had it on tape. I figured I'd watch it. I'm not the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan, but I was kind of curious to see what was going on. And you're right. That's a very funny comment you made the other day, that Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band now looks like Kool and the Gang. There's like 57 guys up there. And I guess it's just Bruce Springsteen's way of singing, but he frowns. He's like,
it looks like hard work.
It looks like his throat's going to pop out.
Well, now more than ever because he's older, too.
I was just watching, even on the Grammys, they're strumming those guitars with vicious intent.
I know, like, calm down.
It's all rocking out.
Oh, please.
Yeah, but that face. And then Little Steven puts on the same face. And here's what I remembered. Little Steven left the band.
Yes.
And they brought in Nils Lofgren, but yet Little Steven now is back.
Well, that's the thing. When he added other people because some people left, and then they came back, he just kept all the people.
Now everybody's up on stage. You just know he doesn't need that many people on stage.
I mean, really, there's got to be a point at which you say, I can't take anymore.
And it's weird because Little Steven goes to being rock star Little Steven and not the guy in The Sopranos, and literally puts on a big giant babushka on his head. And he looks like a boat woman. He goes from looking like a tough Italian guy in The Sopranos to a woman.
Yeah, I don't know how to take him anymore.
No, it's weird. And then Little Steven loves to, when Bruce is singing and it's the harmony part, he loves to walk over to the microphone and practically kiss Bruce.
Right.
And sing with him. And I don't know, it's just disturbing. It's like, I remember the Beatles used to do that. George Harrison and John Lennon used to share a mic, and it was kind of cool because I guess back in the day you believed it. But they got plenty of microphones now. What's that all about?
I know, and it's disturbing. It really is, because they're big guys.
And they're a little too masculine. And then there's another move. I don't know if she gets jealous, but his wife, Patty Scialfskia, comes running over whenever those two sing, and she gets in between them.
Yeah, she tries to nudge her way in there.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
And then they've all got guitars, so the guitar necks are fighting with each other.
Yeah, they're almost shoving the guitars up each other's butts. Like they're whacking each other with a guitar.
One of these days there's going to be a horrible collision.
I felt bad. I felt like Patty's trying to show that she's tight with Bruce, and Little Steven's showing he's tight with Bruce.
Right.
And Bruce is definitely the leader there. I mean, they're all just clamoring for time next to him.
And the best part is when Clarence Clemens, there's no sax part in the song.
He's been rendered useless.
He's reduced to a tambourine.
Well, all the new songs have no sax part.
Yeah.
So literally, they're probably waiting for him to go, look, I understand. I'm out of the band now. But no, he's going to hang in there and stand there with the tambourine.
Well, it's funny because he casually walks up to his sax when he knows one's coming up in the old songs and just grabs it casually, blows it out for a minute, then goes back to resting.
And then, I don't know, but the coolest guy in the band is Nils Lofgren because he doesn't try to stand next to Bruce and sing.
He stays at his mic.
He stays at his station.
Yeah.
His rock and roll station. And Max Weinberg, you know, He's just completely... He's wearing a suit. I think he thinks he's on the Conan show.
Well, it looks like he just, he's filling in for the real drummer.
He doesn't look like a guy who's having fun being the drummer.
Right. He looks like a guy they grabbed because their drummer got sick.
Not the kind of guy you look at and go, man, that's a great drummer, but, I guess he does a good job. I keep thinking Bruce wants a younger drummer, but what's he going to do? He's got to keep those guys around.
Yeah, he tried leaving the E Street Band once before. It didn't work out that well.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Clarence's role has been so reduced, you don't even know. When you go to the live show, he's off on the side of the stage. He's got a whole pile of stuff. I think, at one number, he plays castanets.
Oh.
And they don't even, I swear.
And you don't even need a castanet.
I believe that they don't mic him.
Right.
When he's got the tambourine and the castanets, I think it's like a prop.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's being heard by the audience.
Yeah. At some point, take some pride and go, you know what, I'm not part of this anymore.
Right. And the other weird thing about Clarence is, Clarence is at least twice the size he was when he started in the band.
Right.
And he wears a suit, and it's usually like a loud-colored suit, like green. And about halfway through the show, the sweat stain goes from his wrist to his waist.
Oh.
This big sweat stain.
And that's not fun.
No, it's not.
It's not fun nor funny.
No.
So I was watching that, and I got to finish watching it. Oh, excuse me.
Were you enjoying the music?
I like that song, The Rising.
Come on
up to the rising. Come on up. Nils Lofgren goes, come on up. That's his part. Come on up to the right. Come on up. But he doesn't run over to the microphone to share the microphone. No. It's so gay when those dudes do it. And it's like so unnecessary. It's like false excitement.
Yeah.
They don't need... Stand at your microphone, little Steven. You don't have to go over to Bruce.
He can't wait for that part to come.
Oh, and they're like, come on up. Straining. Is it really that hard? Adi Scialfia doesn't appear to be putting that much effort in.
No.
She's the boss's wife.
I know, but don't you kind of sit there and go, when's he getting rid of her? I mean,
I couldn't believe he married her.
I couldn't either, because she's kind of not that hot.
She's sexy.
She's okay.
You know what? I think she was sexy.
You don't stop the parade with her. Maybe you bang her for a tour.
No, I don't know what that Julianne Phillips did to him.
He had to get...
And he left that playground and went to her.
Bruce was like the biggest star in the world, and okay, you banging Patty Scialfi, okay, you slumming with your background singer. Like even J-Lo was slumming with Chris Judd, and and then she got rid of him.
Yeah, but it turns out he's the greatest guy in the world.
I don't know. Melissa Rivers wants him though. Stuttering John's TV show. I purposely didn't mention Stuttering John's TV show because I'm having a thing with some people, and I don't want to be used to promote ABC's lineup. Mm-hmm. But just because they stick one of my guys in it, they think I'm an idiot. Hey, we don't have to buy any advertising. We'll just get someone from the Stern Show, stick him on it, and that idiot will talk about it. They think I'm an idiot. So, same with Extra, same with all these shows. Hey, why don't you come on and do a little 30-second piece, and then you'll talk about it. I'm like, are you high? Why don't you buy some advertising time?
Yeah. You can get on my show. You buy time.
So Stuttering John did the show bombed in the ratings.
Yeah, there's a whole big article today about how, it just didn't do what ABC expected it to do at all.
Oh, well. How could you expect it to do it? It's Stuttering John, Bruce Jenner.
No, they really looked at that lineup and had great expectations.
Well, you know what? It could have worked, but make a game out of it. Make it pit them against one another. Make it worth their while to stay on that island. You're not supposed to have people cheering when they leave.
No, they thought they had such a lineup, we don't even have to do anything. We don't even have to have a show.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy thinking. It's like, you know what? We got Missy Rivers. I don't think we really need to make a game here.
Done.
You know what? I watched that show from beginning to end, mostly because John was in it. It's funny because
only because John was in it. He's your buddy.
Right, when John got thrown off last night, I went to sleep.
Yeah.
But your point is right, because you could see that there was friction between people when they weren't even trying to put them in a contest. Like John and Bruce Jenner would have killed each other if they would have been against each other.
Well, the first episode, which is the only episode I saw, people just made demands and said, you know what, we don't want to be out here in the rain. They gave him cots and stuff, and beds and shelter.
They were supposed to be out there with nothing, and they were supposed to only get to take a couple of luxury items, but they were constantly supplied with cigarettes.
Well, because they all said, you know what, we're leaving the show. Now, if they would have won $1 million, not some charity, but they would have won $1 million, like John would have said, why don't you all leave? I'll take the $1 million.
Right.
There was one point, my wife and I were laying in bed watching it, and they keep complaining about how hard it is out there and everything. And I saw John and Bruce Jenner and Chris Judd, I believe, having a beer.
Yeah.
Like, what
I mean, so how do you get a beer? A beer. You should have to earn that.
It is so not
and every one
difficult to be there.
Yeah, and every one of them smokes cigarettes. Fine.
Right.
Don't give them cigarettes. I know if I went
Make
14 days, I'd be out of my mind.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Why are they sitting there smoking? They're supposed to be suffering.
Well, anyway, so the point was the show was ill-conceived.
Yes.
And are people really celebrities if you have to write their names on their back?
Every time.
Every minute.
And everybody got elevated, by the way. You know, Chris Judd used to be a dancer. Now he's a choreographer.
Yeah.
And, you know, Melissa Rivers is now an actress/interviewer.
Yeah, actress. What movie have you seen her in except for the Joan Rivers story?
Yeah, her movie.
Yeah.
It would be great if the captions were totally honest, like it said Joan Rivers' daughter underneath.
J-Lo's ex.
All I know is by the end, Joan Rivers' daughter was busy rubbing Chris Judd's back.
Oh, the two of them are left there together at the end?
John lost.
I'm waiting for the...
to me, if you lose, you win on that show because you get to go home.
I never saw people happier to leave the jungle. When they get voted off, Julie Brown was sitting there saying, I was irritated the entire time. I will never do it again. I couldn't wait to leave.
And guess what? She should leave. What was she going to win by staying?
You're right.
Actually, what happened to John and Melissa Rivers is the worst possible thing that could have happened because they had to stay the whole time without going back to some 5-star hotel. And
right.
They didn't win.
And guess what? If you don't win, they send you to a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's the prize.
It's just what an ill-conceived... Did anybody sit there and review what they were going to be doing?
But what is wrong with Bruce Jenner? Every time you mention his family, he starts tearing up.
No. What's wrong with a guy who was a handsome guy who took his face and basically structured it so it would look like a woman?
Yeah, he's got some real problems.
Yeah. I mean, he's a very insecure man.
He looks like Kirstie Alley or something.
Yeah. He should only look so good. He should only look so masculine.
He looked better in the jungle than he did when they went back into the tapes that they did before they left. You know, and he was able to get his hairstylist to do his bangs.
Yeah.
He looked really disturbing in his makeup. At least in the jungle, without the makeup, he just looked odd.
Yeah, well, his nose was made too small for his face, like a Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And the eyebrows and the tweezing or whatever's going on there, and the eyes pulled back. And
you know, one of the other sad things, there was one shot of him without his shirt, and this was a decathlon.
Yeah, John looks better than him without a shirt on.
He's a mess.
Yeah.
And he works out, and he's a mess.
I know. I know the feeling.
Hey, what nationality is... I couldn't figure out. Chris Judd is Hispanic or black?
He's Hispanic, I guess. I don't think he's black. I don't know what he is, but I know that he's the world's most boring guy. And, you know, he got J-Lo. Like, you could tell every time they talk about J-Lo, he gets really upset because he was in love. I mean...
he was hurt.
He was hurt because, you know, I mean, after all, who the hell is he? And all of a sudden he's brought into this glamorous world.
You should have heard him explain last night how he met her. I thought that it was something bigger than that. She hired a bunch of dancers. There were like 20 of them.
Right.
And he was just one of the 20 guys. And he said that all the guys were like all over her. He just hung back, so she sort of noticed him. Then she did a promotional tour and she only chose 2 guys.
Yeah.
One of which was him.
Right. But it's like Bachelorette.
But it was just like he was just her dancer. You know what I mean? Like I thought that I thought he was in charge of the dance.
Somewhere?
Work with her. No, he was just a guy in the chorus.
Yeah. Well, she tried it for a few weeks and then divorced him.
And you should, when he sat and talked to John about it, John actually got him talking about it one day when they were bathing in the stream.
Yeah.
And Chris said, you know, he was like, have you ever met Ben Affleck? And Chris says, yeah, I met him when they were working on that movie together, which was where Ben started banging J-Lo, probably. Right. And he's standing there shaking the guy's hand, and John's going, oh, man, didn't you want to kick his ass? And he's like, nah, it's not all his fault.
That's right.
But I'll tell you one thing I learned just by talking to the women around here. Women love a guy who shuts up.
They sure do, because that guy doesn't... I'm learning from that. I mean...
It was
if you talk a lot, you're only going to seem stupid to them.
The fact that he sat there and just said, yeah, I know, thank you.
He must be good looking.
It made her want him more.
Yeah, he must be good looking. Because if you do that, or I do that...
You'll get ignored.
We'll get ignored. We'll just sit there. I've gone to parties in high school where I just sat there and didn't say anything, and nobody cared.
If we would have sat on the periphery, not bothering J-Lo, she would have blown right by us.
Yeah, I think if you're a good-looking guy and you're silent, and let's face it, he's probably a big dope. You know,
probably has a nice body, yeah.
Right.
You know, from dancing.
I actually, you know what? Again, I'm not gay, but I know they're all running around without their shirts on. I thought that he was a little chubby. He had a bit of a belly.
For a guy who dances.
Yeah.
I love Gary. Again, I'm not gay.
Again for the 50th time.
But the one thing...
I'm very nervous and insecure about my sexuality.
Again, I just want to say I'm not gay, but some of those guys' bodies...
in this environment, sometimes, Casey one time mentioned about Dan Marino's ass, and now he's gay forever.
Right.
Well, the one thing Chris Judd said was, I hope my actions speak louder than my words.
They don't.
That's true, though. If I'm at a party, though, and I'm not talking, it's like, who's your quiet, ugly friend in the corner?
Right.
He's creepy.
David Wells, the baseball player for the New York Yankees, pitcher, friend of the show. He's coming in here, by the way. So he decides to write a book. And you know what happens when these guys write a book. The publisher, I mean, I know with my book, Judith Regan was like, you've got to spill your guts. You got to tell. You got to tell everything. And I'm like, well, I got no problem doing that. Just give me an advance. I'll spill anything. So David Wells, some publisher, must have gotten a hold of him and said, listen, you can write a book, but you better.
There got to be some dirt in it.
You better have some dirt. So David Wells says, I pitched one game. I was drunk. And I pitched a no-hitter.
Perfect game.
Perfect game. No-hitter. Perfect game.
Yeah.
So that caused a huge uproar. Everyone was upset in baseball. How can you say you're drinking? Because you know what? It proves what an easy game it is for some people. I mean, you can be loaded.
He obviously just has a natural gift.
And some other guy came out and said, I was on acid when I pitched my perfect game.
Now we're going to find out all kinds of
Yeah, right. So Major League Baseball was upset with him. The Yankees organization was upset with him. And then now all the other players are upset with him because he said stuff in the book like, 40% of the guys are on ephedra.
Right.
Steroids.
Or some kind of supplement, yeah.
And the guy's just trying to write a provocative book, but meanwhile it makes them all look bad, and now I think he's in the business of backpedaling. Now he's saying, I wasn't drunk, I was hungover.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's
better.
So he's in one of those weird positions where he supposedly wrote the book, which probably someone else did, and now he's got to say he was misquoted in his own book.
Well, you know what they finally wind up saying? Look, I just talked to this guy. He wrote, that's what it eventually becomes.
Which ruins the whole illusion of, hey, we're reading David Wells' words.
Right.
So he's coming on the show soon, and that'll be fun to talk to him about all that. I can't wait.
Because I remember when Darryl Strawberry did it, there were some things that came out. I forget what got him into trouble, but eventually it was, look, I just talked to this guy. He went off and wrote whatever. I don't know what's in that book.
You remember we had Aerosmith in when they had a book out?
Yeah.
Those four guys sat on the couch as if they were hearing the book for the first time, and they denied everything we said.
I read the book to them. I said to them, so you guys did this? And they go, no, we didn't. I said, well, let me read from your book. I read it, and they were staring at me like, geez, did we write that?
Well, I know what the thing was that got Stephen all upset. You say, tell me the move when you go and ask a 15-year-old's parents to let her live with you. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Well, Stephen, it's in the book.
That didn't happen.
I know, and he's like, no, it didn't happen like that. I go, well, wait a second. It says here in your book, you lived with a 15-year-old. You went to her parents and had to get legal permission because you're an adult.
Right.
So how do you trick, or whatever, trick the parents?
Exactly. What are the words you use?
How do you get parents to go along with such a thing? Because I know if some rock star came up to me and said, I want to take away your 15-year-old daughter and live with her, I'd cut his gonads off. So, how do you do it? And he looked at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just wrote it. I didn't read it. And I was misquoted.
Well, with a lot of these athletes, it's tough to write a book when you've clearly never read a book.
Yeah. I remember who was the guy we always talk about who's screaming he was misquoted in his own book? It was a boxer or somebody. There was one guy who wrote his own book and claims that all the time he was misquoted. I interviewed him, and he said he was misquoted. I said, but it's your book. You wrote it. He goes, nah, I didn't write it.
Yeah, I remember, but I can't tell. I can't remember who it was.
Artie's right, though, about athletes not reading books, because, Ratso wrote a book about the New York Rangers,
right?
And he had written a book about touring with Bob Dylan. It was all the dirt that went on backstage.
Right.
He said when he went to the Rangers, he gave every guy on the team a copy of his book about Dylan, said, this is the kind of book I'm going to be writing, and nobody read it.
Right.
So they told him everything, and, then they were all mad at him.
So great.
Yeah.
I'm going to be writing a tell-all.
Here's an example.
Yeah. And here's what I do. And when we're done, we'll expose everything. Okay. Well, that's like Michael Jackson agreeing to an interview with Martin Bashir after he did that Lady Di interview. Like, what the hell was that? Michael Jackson's really out of it.
Yeah, not well thought out.
No.
Is he like done, in terms of,
in terms of music, yeah.
Yeah, he's done, right?
You want to know something? I never say anyone's done, because what's so weird, you would think he's done. That would be it. But with music, you could turn around and write a hit song, although I don't think at his age he's going to be that in touch.
I think that's over.
Yeah, and I think people are very turned off to him. But he could turn around and write a hit song.
Or cover something that somebody... That may be what he does.
Right. Or, you can put out Christmas tunes. Or do standards like Rod Stewart. But, who knows what he's going to do. There's no doubt in my mind he could write a song for some young artist, and it'll probably be a hit.
If you don't say he wrote it.
That's right. Don't even tell anyone.
He's going to make that Donny Osmond move.
Right.
I'm going to record an album, and I won't tell anybody who it is.
Like Klaatu, pretend you're the Beatles. I'm going to, you know what? He's going to do the Donny Osmond move and become the host of Pyramid. I'll tell you what. Aaliyah has hits, and she's dead.
Tupac, look at him. You can't stop him.
We were playing the top 5 yesterday, and it turns out Aaliyah's got the number 3 song in the country. She's been dead a while, but she just keeps rocking in the free world. All right, here's let me help Gary out now. Baba Booey. He's in an awkward position, and it involves you, Robin.
In what?
Yeah, he's in an awkward position, and he comes to me today. He goes, so for Christmas, Robin bought me a flat screen TV. And I guess you bought it from Amazon.com. And I'm only bringing this up for one reason.
What?
Because Amazon.com, no wonder they never make any money.
What happened?
So he gets the flat screen TV. I guess you bought it from them, got it, and then handed it to him for Christmas.
Right.
So for some reason, the flat screen, the size that you gave him, doesn't fit in the spot he wants to put it. So he decided, I'll exchange it for a different flat screen TV.
Right.
Smaller. So, take over.
So I have the receipt. I have the TV. It cost me $45 to send it back. I write a note. Gary Dell'Abate, here's my email address. Here's my home address. Please send me... they send you a gift certificate that I was going to buy a smaller one.
Right.
So I'm waiting.
By the way, he couldn't bring this up to you.
Oh, you could have brought this up.
No, it's just too embarrassing.
Well, you'll see. So I'm helping him here.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm waiting. I'm emailing them. They go, you should have your gift certificate in 5 to 7 days. I keep emailing them what's going on. So finally yesterday they emailed me back and they said, you must not have looked at the bottom of our page because it's clearly written. You have to go through 8 pages to read it.
Right.
When somebody buys you a gift, if it wasn't sent to me from you as a gift, the refund goes to the person who bought it.
Oh.
So
I got a refund?
You got a refund.
You got a gift certificate. Probably you don't even know about it. So I emailed them back and I go, so in other words, I just gave away a television back to the person who gave it to me. So finally...
So the woman on the phone goes... Well, why don't you just call that person and tell them to give you the money?
And I wanted to say because I'm not white trash from Idaho.
Yeah, he goes, how awkward is that for me to call someone up and go, excuse me, can I have the money for my TV set?
So wait a minute, what did they do? Just refund it on my credit card?
No, they sent you a gift certificate.
They sent me a gift certificate.
A gift certificate to Amazon.
I will look for that.
It's embarrassing.
Probably threw it out. You probably threw it out because you probably think it's junk mail, like, there's some phony gift certificate.
I have no clue, but I will track it down and take care of it for you.
Well... But you know what it is now? It becomes your problem.
Exactly.
Right,
and it's
I
ridiculous.
only wanted to give a gift and not cause you a problem, which is horrible.
If Amazon.com wants to do business... Well,
I've never heard of that policy.
It's bizarre.
Any store, if you have a gift that was given to you at Christmas time, you can take it back to that store and exchange it for something. Nobody tells you have to bring in the person who bought it for you.
Well, I don't buy anything from Amazon.com. I don't.
Never again.
No, Robin was nice enough to give me the receipt, which is a gift receipt, so you don't see the amount on it, but the receipt saying this is...
So they totally negate that and make you go through calling the person who gave you the gift.
And you can't get them on the phone. It was only after a series of emails where I said, if I could get a live body on the phone, this could have been avoided, but you can't figure anything out. And then they gave me a phone number, and that's when the woman said, well, hey, that's our policy, tough.
And I like how she goes, well, you obviously haven't read our 8-page document. And yeah, I'm going to read that. Number one, you didn't buy the gift. Why would you read an 8-page document?
Why would you have to?
Yeah. Well, and here's the other weird thing. You go there, and it says, would you like to...
They're like, got you legally.
And certainly the person who bought the gift didn't read 8 pages of documents in order to buy it.
Right. It tells you, put in the item number, your actual shipping number. So you put it in, and they actually spit out a receipt, a label for you to send it back. It doesn't say, oh, you didn't buy this, oh, you have to go through this. It's like, fine, just send it here.
So you sent it back, and they are saying you have no way of getting anything.
Right, exactly. I mean, what a whacked-out business. That's why the Internet is doomed.
That's what I'm saying. Every year I try this Internet shopping, and every year it becomes a debacle.
They make it harder and harder and harder for people.
And they want you to do this,
but
they won't do it right.
And the other thing that almost every site has done now is they...
Hey, look at the Canon website.
Oh.
I bought a Canon camera and a Canon printer. All I know is I said, I'm going to order all the inks for the printer so I won't run out. I still now, a couple of months later, since Christmas, I can't get the ink. They don't have it in stock.
Yesterday I said, you're happy.
Yeah.
You would just like to be able to use it.
Yeah, I'm a satisfied customer.
And
now
they're pissing you off.
I'm so pissed off. This Canon is... I'm not buying another Canon product.
So you didn't get anything? You
haven't heard from him.
It's unbelievable.
And you could spend your life trying to track these people down. Look at all he's done. He's emailed out 50 times.
Yeah. This has been going on for months.
This started on like January 15th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And, no, but you shouldn't be. See, that's the whole point.
That's the thing. You shouldn't even be involved.
You shouldn't even know about it. And every website now that does business, they've really taken away the element of a live person.
Yeah.
You know, you email them and then they email you back when they get to it.
Right. Yeah, that's bull.
Well, see ya, Internet.
No longer.
Amazon.com.
That's right. Don't. And they run tons of commercials trying to get you to use Amazon.com. Then you use it and they screw you.
And the only thing you want is convenience.
Yeah.
Look at how inconvenient it is.
Yeah, this isn't Iraq. Right, Artie?
Yeah. This isn't Baghdad.
John, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey, John.
Yo, what's going on? This new idea you got about the show, like, I didn't think you were going to have anything good, like, after you decided you're going to not be on the air for 3 years from now, so, like, I don't know, like, then I heard about this show that you were doing, this high school years, and this is awesome.
Yes.
But the only thing about it is you can't do the voice, though, you say.
That's right. Well, I might even end up doing the voiceover. I'm not even sure for, the older Howard.
Voiceover, maybe, not necessarily the voice, but the character.
Can't you, like, lower your voice, though, to make it sound like, because it's still you talking.
I don't know how I'm going to do that part of it yet, but I do have the storylines worked out, and he's referring to the fact I sold a show called Howard Stern the High School Years. It's a cartoon that they're going to be airing in about a year. And very excited about it, and it is a good idea, and it's funny as hell, but, in terms of doing the voice, it's me younger, see?
Yeah.
But what I might do is like a voiceover discussing me as a young kid.
Yeah, like...
like before the show kind of starts, like you'll like talk about like what the episode's about or something like
that. No, not like Alfred Hitchcock setting up the episode.
No, he'll be like the narrator.
He'll be like the narrator. What a jerk I was, that kind of thing.
Well, maybe you can do like the Paul Hogan thing and just do like a short video shoot of you before like the show even starts.
No, that's okay. That'll break the illusion.
How are you going to be drawn? Like, how are you going to look?
I've seen some drawings of ideas, but we're not even at that stage yet. You got to first have the script done.
Yeah, are you guys going to air that high pitched thing that you guys like a couple days ago where you were talking to him about the limo thing? Like, Gary, did you find out whether or not he paid that dude or not yet?
I told him I'd wait till this Monday and call the limo guy again, but no, I haven't found out anything. I'll give him a week.
He hasn't called to complain.
Hey, John, I got a great game for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to play.
All right, here you go.
Right?
Here you go. We can all play along. Everyone at home can play along. I'm going to let you play, though, for the $500.
All right, I will.
Courtesy of Willard, starring Crispin Glover, opening in theaters March 14th. From small things come great power.
Hey, I don't mean to press you on this, but I do like to just get your feelings once in a while. Just today, what are your feelings about coming back in 3 years?
Today? Please.
He's like taking his temperature?
Yeah, I am.
I feel sick as a dog today.
Don't ask today.
I was sleeping beautiful.
Okay.
I'm thinking, this is it. I don't know if I can make it 3 years.
It's 2.5, I think.
Is it really?
2 years and 10 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 years, 9 months, and what's today's date?
The 6th.
24 days.
I don't know. You know what? I always get weird. Like, I've been on the radio my entire adult life. Now, when I put it like that, that's like, whoa. I don't even know what my identity would be like not to be on the radio. But I'm a pretty industrious guy. I always find something to do. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I won't have a radio show, but I can do some other stuff.
But you haven't gotten to the point where you can just do nothing. Like, you couldn't stop doing this and just do nothing.
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
He wants to stop and find out. That's what he's saying. I don't know.
But there's no turning back. Well, there is turning back. I mean, what if a month later you go, man, doing nothing sucks.
So I sign up with a company and I do a radio show. How hard could that be? And then I had a month vacation like Jackie Martling. He used to do it all the time. Yeah, I just took 3 months off. I feel great. He'd come waltzing back in here refreshed.
Like nothing was wrong.
I would have loved a 3-month break.
He had a funny name for it, too. What did he used to call it? Like mental health. He used to call it, I took some mental health time.
Right. Oh, it's too much. Here's that picture I was telling you about. Charlize Theron gained 30 pounds for her new movie, which is such a crime. I mean, a gorgeous woman like that gaining 30 pounds. Look how hard. Can you see that on the bottom of the page?
It's too small.
So why wouldn't they just get a fat, ugly chick? Can you see that?
Goodness.
Yeah, why don't you just get a fat, ugly chick who needs work?
Yeah, why is she doing that?
Why does a good-looking girl have to become fat? It's not like she's some great actress.
Well, that's what they all do. You know, if they take off their makeup or gain weight, that means they're real actresses.
Not always.
Some people are
No,
willing
in
to
their
do it.
minds. It doesn't mean they can act.
Artie did that. Artie used to be a thin, really hot guy. And,
Right. I do what I have to do for the role.
I'm sure it's really necessary for her to have weight in that role.
The worst example of that is in the movie Blow. Johnny Depp gets older and has like a beer gut, and he literally puts a pillow.
Right.
It's the worst looking padding you ever saw in your life because I guess he didn't want to gain weight.
He's a smart man.
See, Howard and staff. My name is Natalia. Maybe that's Natalie. I can't tell. I'm 18 years old. It's time for me to get my first breast exam, and I want Howard to do the honors. I'm a college student in Massachusetts, and I work in Hartford, Connecticut as a cell phone manager. She's hot, too. I'm a huge fan, and I'd love to take the time to take a trip to New York. I've enclosed a picture of me at an amateur night at a strip club. I won. My breasts are real.
Whoa!
Gary, let's do it.
You're going to give her a trip?
I'm going to give her a breast exam.
Oh, she wants you to examine her. I didn't hear that part.
For cancer.
You know what? A lot of young men, one of the biggest causes of death of young men is testicular cancer.
Well, I'm not young, so I don't worry about it.
So, you should be examining me.
You examined a couple of guys. You didn't like it, though.
I did. That was the penis painting I was examining.
Well, you could have found some cancer on those green penises.
They all look cancerous.
Check my nuts. Dear Howard, you've got to talk up the TV show Enterprise because it is sinking in the ratings and is in danger of being canceled.
There's a good reason for that. It's not a good show.
It's not great. It was much better in the beginning, but I still watch it.
I never liked it, and I haven't watched one episode this season.
Also, did you see any of Firefly, which has already been kicked off Fox but may resurface on another channel? Well,
that was awful, too.
Firefly was from the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know.
And, that's the problem with television. A guy has a success with Buffy and then a spin-off with Angel. Stop. It's enough. Concentrate on those two shows that you have. Make them great. These guys all have to have 20 shows. Have one great show.
The same thing with David E. Kelly. He had to keep expanding until all of his shows started to suck.
Yeah, enough. Firefly. God forbid, you got Buffy, you got 2 hit shows, they're a franchise. You're going to put them out on DVDs, there's going to be reruns, you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, wait till they die before you try something else.
Then try a new show, stupid.
Give it some time to develop, because Firefly, you couldn't even keep track of what was going there.
If you haven't seen Firefly, you should skip the 2-hour pilot. Get the copies of the last 2 one-hour episodes. See, they should all be good. I was thinking of getting behind the guy's Enterprise movement, but I am a geek. But
I was going to say this sounds like a real one because he was even into Firefly. Anything that's science fiction, he's into.
Then he writes, this guy is really a geek. When Spider-Man has an orgasm, do you think it comes out like webbing?
Oh.
That's happened to me after a night of drinking.
That is sick.
Let's see what else we got here. Howard Stern. Just wanted to write and let you know what a sick, disgusting loser you are. You are a terrible person, and I hope someday you will be able to see that for yourself. This is from... Oh, wow, this chick gave her address. She's in Vermont. Tiffany.
Oh, she's standing behind her words.
We should call her.
Yeah. You're a sick, disgusting person, and she hopes you figure it out?
Yeah, why should I figure that out and feel bad about myself? Here's one. Oh, this is just a religious nut who wants to save me. Want to hear that?
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Stern, we have never met. About 2.5 years ago, I accidentally tuned into one of your shows and listened for a while. Accidentally. You seem to me to be a talented and intelligent person, yet the content of your show made me sad for its emptiness. Yeah. Hey, did you hear the last segment? Yeah. About the Raelians and the war in Iraq?
Full of content.
Right.
Full of content. Chock full.
About the conference?
I believe that the Bible is truth and that God is active in our lives. Good. Keep it to yourself. That day that I heard you on the radio, I felt that he wanted me to write to you and encourage you to respond to his love for you. Seek him and use your life and talents for him. So she was listening to the radio and figured out that God wanted...
God started talking to her as well as the radio.
wacko. I pushed those feelings and thoughts away. She pushed God's thoughts away.
How dare you?
I assumed that you would think I was crazy. I am not. Over the past 2.5 years, I've remembered that prompting and recently have felt that I need to take this step of faith, that God does indeed direct us in strange ways at times. Admittedly, I feel strange writing to you, but isn't it amazingly egotistical to think that God is directing her?
Yes.
Admittedly, I feel strange writing to you, but I'll risk feeling foolish over being unwilling to do what I believe is His will. I am sorry. She believes that God wants her to write to me.
Right.
Which means, in her make-believe world, she just really wants to write to me. But she has to blame God.
She has to have a reason.
Yeah. I do not know what you believe in. I believe that Jesus is real, that He was sent to earth by God to make a way for our sins to be forgiven. We can accept His forgiveness and follow Him. For me, Jesus makes this life make sense, and I do believe in eternal life with Him. Shame for disappointment. If you have not accepted His love, know that He is extending it to you. Oh, thanks. And wants you to follow Him. This life is short and too important to fill with empty talk. Read His words in Scripture. Let Him fill your heart with truth and your life with His purpose. I will be praying for you. She gives her name, too. And her address. Ooh.
Wow. Do you want to call her and tell her you were touched by her words? And
yeah.
You're seeking a new way?
Thanks to you, I have purpose. I'm giving up my show, and I'm going to join the priesthood.
But you're finding it hard to stop doing what you do on the radio?
Yeah, I'm struggling. Can you help me? What does Jesus tell you right now? You maniac. Everybody. By the way, it looks like to me that the chick from The Sopranos, Jamie Lynn Sigler, got a big-ass nose job. Nobody's talking about it, but I'm seeing tons of pictures of her now with her new nose, and it's disturbing.
Not a good job?
Nah, she didn't need it. Chicks all go nuts. Wasn't she the one who, like a year ago, was an anorexic?
Yes.
Now she's doing nose jobs? What's she up to?
She's on Broadway.
Her parents ought to get a handle on her.
Isn't she an adult now? She's getting married.
Maybe it's too soon. That's my guess. Tonight on E! Who Wants to Be a Vaginal Millionaire? Don't miss it. David.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sir, I got to know what's happened with Jimmy Kimmel. Because in Canada, they're showing repeats. And I was just wondering if you would know anything, because you are the king of all media.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about what Jimmy's up to. I rarely see the show. I've seen the show once. Don't know what's going on with it.
Because it's really, really bad. When is Adam West coming to be on your show, sir? Because I'm a big fan.
Who?
Adam West.
Adam West will be here tomorrow.
Fantastic. Sir, I'm from Toronto. I love your show. Those bastards from Q107 canceled you, and I hope there's some way you can come back to Canada.
You can't hear the show, but you're anxious to hear it.
Well, no, he probably listens out of Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
I get WBUF, Robin.
All right.
We have a huge...
I bought like a tuner and everything, because I'm like in Harborfront by the lake, and we always get the crappy Canadian stations and none of the U.S. stations.
Yeah, so. We were on in Toronto. We had huge ratings. A man who has thwarted me my whole career, John P. Hayes, whose father handed him everything in life, somehow bought the station and in league with the Canadian government had me thrown off because they deemed me disgusting, highly disgusting.
Jimmy Kimmel, you know he has a co-host for the week on his show every week. Do you know who the co-host is this week?
His girlfriend.
Sarah
Baba
Silverman.
Oh.
Now, I wonder if they're sitting there talking about the fact that they're in a relationship.
Well, they hint about it. They hint about it. They make their jokes, yeah.
All right.
It must be very compelling, I must say, yeah?
I didn't see it last night, but Ganji just came in to tell me that, she walks out, and their boyfriend and girlfriend, but they don't make reference to it, so they went to kiss, but it looks like Sarah went for the side kiss, and Jimmy went for the lip kiss, and he said it was just like knocked heads.
Because Jimmy wanted to prove he could get a check.
Yeah, Jimmy's trying to show off.
Right.
Sarah's having none of it. And that's
Jimmy better have full contact sex with her.
Nobody's
get those ratings going.
Yeah, girl.
That's right.
All right, good for Jimmy, good for Sarah Silverman, but especially good for Kid Chris out of his mom's basement today. And Reverend Bob Levy, you are hotter than ever. Everyone knows it.
I am a sexy bitch.
This weekend at the New York Comedy Club in Boca Raton. Everyone's looking forward to being there with you. And Bob will be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. KC this weekend at the New York Comedy Club in Boca.